am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, September 18th to Monday, September 25th, 2017. Now, what is going on for you this week, Pisces, is that we have Venus here finishing up at the last degrees in Leo in your 6th house of your job and your daily routines going on right there, okay? Really making sure that you've mastered everything in your job and daily routines and going on with all of that stuff. I don't think it's anything new when it comes to dealing with job stuff, okay, because we did have the eclipse here at the same degree, and we did have Mercury and Mars and a bunch of other planets also come through this spot, okay? So I think you've been dealing with it for a little while, and I think you're just trying to work out the last few details of your job so that you can move forward, okay? While you're trying to figure out your job and your daily routines, you're also having a lot of unexpected stuff to come up when it comes to money and your income and your resources and your gifts and your skills and your talents, that you're then having to learn how to integrate all this weird stuff happening with money into your job, into your daily routines, maybe feel more confident at your job, use more or different gifts and talents and skills as well in your daily routines too, to just do what needs to be done. I also don't say this often, but it does rule health. I should probably mention this more often. The 6th house also rules health, so maybe there's been some unexpected things coming up financially in regards to your health or something along those lines too that you've had to deal with, okay? So that's what's been going on there. Again, I think it's just the end of that. We're coming out of all the unexpected stuff, just having to deal with the last few bits now so that we can move forward. And what you're trying to move forward in here is just to work better with other people and to have better relationships and partnerships and better commitments, okay? That's because after Venus makes this trine to Uranus, it's going to move into Virgo in your 7th house of partners. All right, we're also going to have the sun and the moon conjunct here for a new moon as well, really trying to bring in some new beginning where you're working with other people. You want to have some kind of just new relationships or new relationship chapters, really trying to push forward to make some of those happen. So I think that's going to be a big thing for you this week. I don't think it's going to be easy though, because this new moon is going to be in almost an exact opposition here with Chiron in your 1st house. So I think as you're trying to come into new things and new relationships with other people, you're feeling insecure about yourself, like you don't have what it takes, like people don't like you, or maybe don't want to be in a relationship with you or in some way, or just feeling like you're not good enough. And I think you need to get over some of those insecurities so that you can let these new beginnings and new chapters come in. There could also be some confusion too about who you are and what you have and just everything about you when it comes to entering into these relationships, that you may have to sit with some of this confusion and let some of that pass so that you can then begin to build more on your relationships. That's because we do have Mercury and Mars conjunct here in your 7th house of partnerships opposite Neptune in your 1st, needing to find the balance between you and other people and how you can work better with other people and figure some of that stuff out. While you're trying to work through all of that, I think there could also be some strong feelings that do come up for you that you're then going to have to figure out, and some strong conversations that you're going to have to figure out how to integrate into your partnerships and into the people that you're trying to work with. That for you is going to have a lot to do right here with your goals and where it is that you see your life going. That's because we do have Pluto, which is going to be right here in a trine with Mercury this week, bringing up some really big conversations, serious, intense conversations with other people about where you see your life going, the life you want to have for yourself, about your future, about some of your dreams, really having to work some out. It could be a really good conversations where you feel like, you know what, people are finally getting me. They're getting what I want, where I see my life going. Or it could be a little scary where you're thinking about maybe people don't get where I'm going. Maybe I have to explain to people what it is that I really want, bringing up some big fears about your future that you're going to have to get through a little bit when you're communicating with people. All right, after those conversations come, I think though you're going to want to commit to something to move forward, and that commitment is going to be a career commitment here that you're going to want to make, figuring out how to work with people to help you move up in your career, to help you have the better life direction, or move in the right direction that you want to move in a way that works with others, because we do have Saturn here in your 10th house of career in a trine, or sorry, in a square over here with Mercury in your 7th house of partners. So I think that could be a little bit difficult, really needing to bring other people on board with you on your career, on your life direction, really having to work in a very dedicated way to make sure that people understand where you want your life to go, even what kind of life you see for yourself, and to bring them along with you on the journey, okay? While you're doing that, also some changes perhaps that you're making in life with Jupiter here in your 8th house of changes, maybe wanting to make changes to do what it is that you really want in life and that you really enjoy, wanting to move forward on that, but then having some unexpected things come up here in regards to money, in regards to your stability in life, that's making it hard for you to make some of these changes that you need to make, figuring out how you can find the balance between your resources, financial gifts and talents, and something that you want to end or begin and move forward with in some way, okay? And really learn how to master that and make the changes you need to make without it being too upsetting to your stability here, okay? So that is what I see for you. Another thing before I go into your tarot card is we've got Pluto here in your 11th house of goals, about the station going direct. So any problems that you've had really figuring out where your life is going and some big dreams that you have for the future too, I think is going to start to get a little bit easier for you to move forward in that direction you want to move in, be more of the person that you want to be, associate with the right people in some way. But I think you're just having to deal with some hard stuff right now that's coming up so that you finally can move forward into that direction and have an easier time of it with your goals and dreams, okay? So that's there for you. Your card, the Queen of Wands. Upright, I like this card. This is a card of putting yourself out there, letting people see your heart and who you are and what you care about and what's important to you, and just making sure that people know that and understand that. It's also a card of caring for other people. Not just showing people who you are and how great you are and your heart and what's really important to you, but showing them just how much you want to work with other people and how much you care about them and you want them to be happy too, okay? The Wands to me are very Leo-like, putting themselves out there in a lot of ways, but the Queen, emotional, she cares, and I think you need to balance how much you express yourself with a genuine concern for other people, especially with these relationship chapters coming in for you, so that you can have the right people on board with you that understand who you are and what you want and that resonate with you and feel good being in a relationship with you, okay? So that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.